Night Attack is brought to you by all of our lovely patrons over at patreon.com/nightattack. Subscribe today to get the pre-show and after-show early. We had a special guest in the pre-show, and we had a great after-show last week. Also, thank you to Doghouse Systems for powering this show. They sell computers, and you could be using one of their computers that they sell. And you can also get a 500 gigabyte SSD when you get a Doghouse computer at doghousesystems.com/rogue. That's ROGUE. Use promo code ROGUE at checkout. Get that free SSD. Our friend ICU put together this previously on video for Night Attack episode 354.
Oh my God, it's the Grand Prix. Prix.
Prepare to qualify.
Here's where I almost got fired.
Okay.
Then I waited 3 hours, just opened the door and smacked the kid.
I loved it.
I'm so annoyed. I'd like to kick your mom in the crap.
I swear I did a good 3 or 4 laps of trying to figure out what kind of sex move front Poland was, and oh, good goddamn! Hello, you beautiful bastards! Hello, you demon hordes of the internet! It is Tuesday night, and that means it has got to be go time for Night Attack live in Austin, Texas. I'm Brian Brushwood, joined as always by my BFF, the Nova K. It's JRY, Justin Robert Young. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Oh my God, Brian! What Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, Brian!
It's a holiday miracle, man. We
It
had a
is.
very special pre-show for longtime viewers of the program. A certain somebody who definitely claimed they were not Snowers the Elf showed up.
Yeah.
And I was very proud of them, and maybe I ran out to call whoever they are. Wait a minute. Wait, what am I hearing? Is somebody calling in? Is there
No.
somebody live on the program?
No!
Wait,
Could it be, Brian? Could it be?
a Christmas miracle?
Is it Santa? Yes!
Oh, Santa Claus! Oh my God, I can't believe you've shown up. This is amazing. How have you been?
Yo, my ho-ho-hos.
It's,
Wow, Santa,
Santa.
you're wearing an LL Cool J style Kangol hat, and some very chunky shades. It seems like you're going through a bit of a hip hop phase. You actually look legitimately like Rick Rubin.
This is how, when I'm chilling the rest of the year, this is how Santa Claus usually looks when I'm just with my shorty, Mrs. Claus.
well,
This
Yeah.
is how I kick it.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. Your beard is much more resplendent this year than in previous years.
It's a very healthy coat.
Thank you. I just got Jerry curled.
Yes. No, you look fantastic, but in a year filled with hardship, it seems
Yeah.
like you're doing great. How has the North Pole been handling 2020 being so 2020-ish?
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, Brown Brushwood.
Yes, sir.
COVID is tearing the ass out of the North Pole.
Sorry.
The elves decimated. The virus is partying in their little lungs like it's COVID-1999.
Wow.
But that's what happens when you pack them into Santa's workshop tighter than ununionized workers in a Mississippi chicken processing plant.
Wait, I'm
But,
sorry. Santa, did you just admit to being the architect of the demise of the majority of elves?
What can you do? It is what it is.
So wait, hold on. There's long been questions about exactly the working conditions of the elves, and
They're not
obviously
good.
this is.
They're-
So you're here to confirm that you pack them in sweatshop style, and now that has ripped through your workforce. How many of the elves have died?
It's bad. I mean, about 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3. What,
1 out of 3.
Yeah, 1 out of 2
I mean,
trees.
for the record, bold move, Santa, to just straight up own that statistic. Like, that's incredible. Normally, you
Santa
would
gotta
get somebody.
keep it real.
I mean, yeah,
Listen, no.
this is
I'll be
something that you
perfectly honest
would
with
you
you.
would normally describe as legally actionable. Like you are giving something that will probably show up in court.
No, OSHA doesn't exist in the North Pole. There are no labor laws in the North Pole. Santa do whatever he wants.
That actually, now that I think about it, Justin, you're our
Yeah.
resident politics expert. Correct me if I'm wrong. The North Pole technically is international waters. Is that right?
I mean, I is there land under there? I'd have to
No.
look that up on whether or not it was.
There's definitely
technically
not. Like, there's
It's
definitely
just ice.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, why don't we ask the expert on the North Pole?
Yeah.
Santa, listen, we have a difficult guest, and we're trying to confirm, is there land under the North Pole?
I hope so.
Is that because you're worried about things melting underneath you?
No, I'm worried because I'm 600 pounds and I'm going to fall through if there's no land under there.
So you're more
I mean,
worried about being morbidly obese than you are about the global warming that's melting your empire.
Doesn't bother me.
I mean, because also, if it is international waters, even with just the ice, Santa, have you thought about opening up a casino or something else that you would like have stage boxing matches that wouldn't be sanctioned in America like they do on international waters?
Those are all fantastic ideas. And I think I will write these down.
Yeah, I was about to say, Santa, this is actually a pitch meeting. Justin and I would like to work for you.
We're in the content business, SC, and we're here to make it big.
Well, so talk to me what it's like being so far outside of the rest of the global society and hearing about the COVID virus. Like were you afraid it was like a zombie invasion coming in, or were you not worried because you were so far away from it? Did it take you by surprise, or what?
My mind has kind of been on other things. The unceasing gurgling slaughter of my elves, that's the least of my concern. The North Pole, we recently had our traditional sham election, and even though I got 99% of the vote,
is it known that it's a sham among everybody?
Oh, it's fucking rigged, man. I win every time.
Who votes in the sham election?
All the elves, they all vote for me because I'm the only guy running. But
I guess you probably saved money on paper this year.
Absolutely. Hey, yes, sir.
One out of three is dead. I get it.
That seditious little fuck Rudolph, he's running around trying to overturn the will of the elves.
Oh wait, so hold on. So Rudolph is trying to seize control of the North Pole, and he's trying to overturn the results of your fairly fixed election. The results of that.
Yes, he even brought that bitch Sidney Powell up here to help him out.
Wow.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to ask. Is like he must have pulled out some heavy guns if he thought he could come at the king. You best not miss, right? So what are some of the chump tactics we've seen from Rudolph?
Well, she brings up Sidney Powell, and she said she was going to release the Yeti. So I had the elves trap her under ice and feed a frozen corpse to the polar bears. She's dead.
So Rudolph is dead.
So wait, wow.
No,
I mean, I'll tell you what,
Sidney
we've heard.
Powell's dead.
God, it's Sidney Powell's dead.
Sidney Powell's dead, yeah.
Thank
Rudolph
goodness.
is in
For a
the
second, I
gulag.
thought you said that Rudolph was dead. I was really worried.
So, folks, if you've read headlines over the last 48 hours that Rudy is distancing himself from Sidney Powell, we now know that distance is under an ice floe, so her corpse could be consumed by polar bears.
well,
I can confirm.
Okay, so given that you had to deal with this uprising, God, I'm so dumb. It took me 10 minutes into the show before I figured out what we were doing.
Brian, this is Santa Claus.
I know.
Santa Claus
I know.
is up in the North Pole, and he makes toys for good boys and girls.
Yes, and then,
He also has murdered a third of his workforce by way of negligent conditions.
yes.
And he's roped in a modern political reference.
Let me just say, I'm glad Santa separates by naughty and nice and not smart and dumb, because I know where I would belong if he did. So given that I would assume that you want to continue to bring joy to all the little boys and girls, you got to have some kind of plan in the middle of this terrible uprising, this unfair, this bogus sham of a fraudulent uprising from an upstart?
I just crush all the elves under my boot. They're little fuckers. They're nothing they can do. I'm a 600-pound man. I can control the narwhals and just throw them at the elves. They get fucked up.
All right, well, hold on. Santa, I got to ask you this because obviously this has been a trying time for everybody. You would appear to be somebody that is affected by this almost more than anybody, and yet you're very blasé. You've gone through a sham election that had interference. A third of your workforce is dead, and yet you remain so calm. You are taking yet another luxurious drag off your oversized Red Stripe beer. Why are you so calm?
It's going to be an easy year. It's a lot less toys we got to make.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, are you worried about
We're going to be all right.
Aren't you worried about your GDP, your gross toy product being down this year?
No, it doesn't seem to be a problem, actually. We just make the third of the elves that are still around, we just make them work harder, work around the clock.
All right, Santa, I gotta ask you this, and I know it might be awkward because obviously there's a lot of controversy around this particular subject, but a lot of what you've said has been out there on the internet before you came on, and there's a lot of conspiracy theories.
We had a guest
as to
right before
how
the
and
show.
why everything's happened. Can you comment on if there is any validity to the Santanon conspiracy theories?
I don't know anything about the Santanon conspiracy theories.
Well,
okay, not that you are being guided by a deep state ring of all sorts of ne'er-do-wells that are certainly on the naughty list.
I'll tell you what. You know what? I have esanon.info.nz.co, and it says right here, there once was a man up north. Nothing rhymes with north.
Yeah.
Would you like to comment?
Can you comment?
There once was a man up north?
Yes.
Yeah.
Still nothing rhymes with north. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Whoever wrote this article.
Even as Brian goes back and forth.
Oh, yes. There once was a man up north, and who likes to go back and forth. He killed so many elves and put their bodies on shelves, and now he writes for Sally Forth.
Comic. Man, these
Very good.
conspiracies are wild on the internet.
Would you like to give a response, an official response?
Do or do you not write for Sally Forth? And if so, when did you start?
No.
All right.
All right.
You heard it.
We
here
asked
first,
the question.
people.
I don't
We
know
asked
what
the
the
question.
fuck you're talking about. Who's
To
Sally
be fair,
Forth?
neither do we. So Santa, you were just, so this is an off year for you. Things have actually been easier than they are in regular years.
Things have been very, very easy this year, except for, it's difficult to bury the elves when the ground is so frozen.
So
That's a problem.
Do you manufacture shovels? Are those technically toys or tools?
They can be both. We do the toy shovels. We do the regular shovels.
Whatever it takes to.
So wait,
bury
hold
the
on.
elves.
I got a question here because
Yeah.
obviously COVID is something that is furthered by travel. It doesn't seem to me like your elves would be spending a lot of time outside of the North Pole. From what we know, there's only one person who spends a lot of time traveling around the world. Is it safe to say that you brought COVID to the North Pole that then
I am
slaughtered
patient
a third?
zero of the North Pole.
Oh, holy cow! I didn't know we were breaking news here. I must admit, I noticed that you were not wearing a mask. Do you consider the beard a mask, or?
Yeah, I always did. But you see, the virus it came up here in the folds of my fat.
Sorry.
Wait.
How did you get the virus? Maybe we should start there.
Yeah, where did you get did you remember the point in which you got the virus?
I believe it was in a whorehouse outside of Cleveland.
Okay. So
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Are you saying that much like Brian, you got COVID licking a bitch?
God damn it. That's a literal for
Apparently-
everybody.
Apparently, I did.
I'm not talking to Sandy here. I'm talking to everybody else who is unfamiliar. I definitely caught COVID going and picking up our new puppy, Joy, who's a joyful new dog that is coming to our life. Definitely caused me to get the COVID. So I would assume that much like Santa, I was doing a good thing. And I assume you were there to bring a gift for good girls and boys in Cleveland.
In Cleveland, Ohio.
I gave her a lot of gifts, as I did.
Was it a white Christmas?
God damn it. I mean, it was at first, but then it became a clear Christmas.
Ladies and gentlemen, Patreon is where you can fund these kinds of adventures. Patreon.com/Night Attack is where you need to go if you would like to get a custom RSS feed that gets you the pre-show and the post-show before anybody. Head on over there right now. Support this very show. We thank you for a year where obviously things, except for Santa, apparently, were difficult for everybody, and we greatly appreciate it.
Heck yeah, dude. Santa, of course, is crushing it. And by it, I mean the lives of 1 out of 3 elves nonstop at the North Pole as admitted live here on the Night Attack program. If you want this kind of hard-hitting journalism, I recommend that you head on over to patreon.com/Night Attack, because if you up your pledge, or if you're a brand new pledger, you have a chance to randomly be shouted out in a little thing we like to call... Nailed it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Night Attack new Patreon name chant corner hour.
It's an hour of it. All right, look, Justin, I've already said that I'm done calling out Neil Fleisch for raising his pledge week after week by 1 penny every single
by
episode.
1 cent. Yeah.
Right. And now the new hotness is people who are new pledgers at $2 an episode. That was what I was going to say until the new hotness was people who raised their pledge during the show to $4 per episode.
Nice.
Then the new hotness was people who raised their pledge from $4 to $5 during the episode.
So, by the way, for the record, you are getting a real-time chat log of Brian's ADD.
I'm just checking my email. $7, $8, $9, $10, $11,
What?
$12,
What?
$13,
Oh, my God.
$14,
Jesus.
$15,
Reason for the season.
Wow.
$16.
Who are?
Holy moly.
Wow.
I'm going to do another search just to make sure. Jesus. $17, $18, $19, $20. $20 per episode. Congratulations to randomly shouted out pair of people, Olin and Angela Luttrell. I hadn't seen this before, but in the chat they're saying Jesus Titty Fucking Christ, which is a new one on me. I like that one.
I think that was in Team America. I think that's where I first heard Jesus Titty Fucking Christ.
Yeah.
But you'd imagine that he would.
but it would end in the vagina for fear of committing the sin of onan. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Hey, also, because we're live on Twitch, every episode we do one unbroken story for exactly 1 minute long. That is authentically, totally true. And it's totally a random coincidence that all of the names involved happen to be people who are giving us money.
Sure. So, as Charles Dickens wrote,
Yes.
A sooth, perchance, walked out to the market, Brian.
Yes.
And
And Ben Franklin did fart it, he wrote.
And when Sooth said to the farting Ben Franklin, Zeus and Hera, that smells like old cabbage.
Yes. Doggone it, I thought you were gonna rhyme with Jenkin, but hot beverages did take them.
And Jenkins said unto Aaron Burn, whoa, why is my name Jenkins?
And he said, Your Honor, may I request a Merrill bar? And somebody said, that's not a legal term.
And Jenkins said, Dansorian, the true meaning of Christmas is what I say next.
Yes, it's wabbit magic that 1 out of 3 elves are vanished. COVID never happened. It's me, conspiracy theory North Pole guy.
I know he's not. He's the despot, and he just admitted that a third of them
I don't know
all
who you're
died.
talking about. We have a brand new guest. It's Santa Claus joining
Santa,
us
welcome
live.
back. Welcome back.
Whoa, ho, ho!
That is a pretty good catchphrase because it does kind of plug in
Santa,
everywhere.
Let me ask you, because you do have a very hip hop aesthetic to you. Like, do you have a SoundCloud? Is there a place where we can find music that you make?
No, I pretty much just I freestyle, I battle rap.
Oh my God.
Just out on the streets.
Yeah.
I mean, if Santa's freestyling, oh my goodness, here on Night Attack, that would be amazing to hear. I don't know if we could drop a beat for Santa or something. I would love to hear him freestyle.
Yeah, Santa, would you like to freestyle for us?
Maybe a couple rhymes for y'all.
Couple rhymes.
Sure.
Everybody, here we go. Santa, would you like a beat, or do you just want to do it a cappella?
Give me a beat.
All right.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, a Night Attack original, Santa Claus. Gonna freestyle for you.
Here, wait, hold on. Santa, let me lead you in. Here we go.
Here we go.
You are not ready. The big man is here. 1/3 of his workforce is dead, and so are these hoes. Get him, Santa. Get him.
COVID style.
Yo, the bullets outside, they're frightful. But this bitch on my dick feels delightful.
It's great, Santa.
I will not let her go. She gonna blow and blow. Santa Claus.
Yeah, motherfucker!
He did say a couple of rhymes.
That's all he did.
I
God,
did.
that was amazing.
He did say a couple of rhymes.
They were Christmas themed too.
They were. The bitch on this dick feels delightful. Bryce,
Yes.
we have had all year people writing in to have their letters answered by Santa. It's an annual tradition. We're happy to host it here. What's our first letter?
Yeah, this first letter is from asymptomatic Andy, who writes, Dear Santa, Dr. Fauci said you're completely immune to COVID. Will you be sharing your antibodies with all the good boys and girls this year?
Well, I don't know about sharing antibodies with girls and boys, you sick fuck, but as for Dr. Fauci, what the fuck that freaky little Muppet know about Santa and COVID? Not a goddamn thing. Look at me. I am a walking risk factor. You want the data, Dr. Fauci? Here's the motherfucking data. Risk factor number 1, age. I am 1,502 years old.
That's a good point.
I should have gotten this vaccine before Marco Rubio. Risk factor number 2, pre-existing conditions. I have had a raging case of diabetes since I was 140 years old. All Mrs. Claus knows how to make are cookies, cakes, and pies. You think you could grow a goddamn vegetable up in the North Pole? Hell no.
I had thought about that.
The elves can make like PlayStation 5s, other complex shit, but they can't make me a goddamn salad. Which takes us to risk factor 3, weight. I am grotesquely, morbidly obese. Santa Claus is so fat.
Oh,
How
fat
fat
is
is
he?
he?
Santa Claus is so fat. When Mrs. Claus made me a new fur suit, every goddamn species of animal in the North Pole went extinct.
That's pretty fat.
That's fat.
Santa
That's
Claus
very
is
fat.
fat.
Yes, that's true. You
All
are
right,
fat as fuck.
Given that it sounds like you're not a fan of Dr. Fauci's work, do you have your own North Pole doctor that you trust?
Yeah.
Dr. Heat Miser, yes.
Dr.
Oh.
Heat Miser. And so when you go to Dr. Heat Miser, I assume, by the way, you have some form of universal health care in the North Pole, because I assume it's a socialist paradise.
You would
shaking his
assume
head
that,
no.
but it's not. You would assume that we do, but then I would have to provide it for the elves, which I do not.
Good point.
So you just have health care and the elves are left to fend for themselves in an inhospitable hellscape.
That's correct.
All right, Bryce.
causing
next letter.
30% of their lives to be lost.
All right, we got a second letter here. This is from Impatient Irene. She writes, Dear Santa, can you please ensure me that all of the gifts will be delivered on time this year? That you will personally deliver them all on Christmas Eve, right?
Shipmageddon.
That is Impatient Irene. I will personally deliver all gifts on time this year, except yours.
Oh, no.
I will personally Louis DeJoy your gift into a fucking river.
Well, meanwhile, separate from your operation, of course, a lot of people are dealing with the fact that they expected overnight delivery and they're not going to get it. Do you have any sympathy at all for all these fulfillment operations?
No. In fact, I ordered some props for this tonight.
Oh, no.
On December 8th. They have not yet arrived.
Oh, Santa. Oh, awful. All right.
Wow, Santa just ejected halfway through his bit. Just takes another powerful swig off that red stripe. Hooray, beer indeed.
All right, we got a letter here from Thomas. Thomas writes, Hello, Santa. I hope you're doing well. With how crazy and awful 2020 has become, I wonder if you feel extra pressure to make this Christmas extra awesome for the good little boys and girls.
Shut the fuck up with your dumbass questions, Thomas.
Well, I'll tell you what. Maybe I could give a better question. I assume what Thomas meant to ask is, what's up with Cyberpunk 2077? Like, we thought that would be out by Christmas.
I had nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Santa, it seems as if you're very defensive. You're certainly drinking I think slightly more than you normally do on your annual appearance here.
I don't think that's true, actually.
But I feel like maybe your blasé attitude is kind of masking some inner trauma. That maybe the fact that a third of your workforce died and Jeff Bezos has basically taken your job for most of the world, that now actually people are getting their stuff delivered, that maybe you feel a little obsolete.
No, I'm okay with it. I'm cool with it. They want to go with Jeff Busy, that's fine with me.
Santa, Night Attack is a safe space, despite what our name literally claims.
Yes.
It's not a place where we're going to come at you. If there's anything you want to get off your very expansive chest, now is the time to do it.
Bezos is fucking me up, man.
Oh, geez. There it goes.
Oh, man.
I mean, okay, look, I'm not going to ask It's your business whether he's on the naughty or nice list, or whether there's some third category I've never heard of. But is there something you'd like to say to Jeff Bezos?
Yeah.
If you're here, I would say I want to fuck you up. I'm gonna kill you, Jeff Bezos.
Oh my God! An assassination threat.
So
from
wait
Santa
a minute.
Claus.
When Jeff Bezos famously had embarrassing text messages released, he said it was Saudi Arabia. It sounds like it was actually Santa Claus that might have made Jeff Bezos get divorced by releasing his text messages. Are you going to take credit for that?
I may have had something to do with that. Yes.
Okay. Can you confirm this TMZ report that I'm looking at, that Saudi Arabia is actually code for Santa Anastia? No. All
No,
right.
I cannot confirm that.
Okay, all right.
Well, our job is to ask questions. Our job is to ask questions. That's what our
Doing it
job
well.
is. Bryce, do we have another question?
Yeah, we've got a few more here. This is from Lynn. Lynn writes, Dear Santa, you've been running a successful startup for centuries now, so maybe you can give me some advice. I want to start my own small shop, and I've had most things sorted out for years now, but I'm overwhelmed by the shipping arrangements. Do you, who always delivers good cheer reliably every year, have any advice or tips for me? Thank you so much, Santa.
Shut the fuck up, Lynn. You want to start a little shop? Well, isn't that just cuter than fuck? Gonna sell you little crafty what's it and little doodad handiworks. Here's my advice to you, Lynn. Do not waste your time, because you'll get squashed like the bug that you are. You think guys like me and Jeff Bezos are gonna let you gank our turf, Lynn?
Now, hold on. Now you're making it sound like the two of you are running a duopoly and you're crushing out anybody who competes with you.
Haven't you noticed?
He's a ruthless man, Brian.
Yeah.
Sorry.
By the way, it's a duopoly that only recently became a duopoly. It used to be a monopoly for centuries. So he's still getting used to having a neighbor.
Now, hold on. I'm not
He's doing
conspiracy
pretty good,
minded.
though. I mean, he pretty much figured out 1,500 years of supply chain sorcery. Like overnight, practically.
Look, I'm no wizard here. I'm just a guy asking questions, but I'm seeing a lot of points on this radar. I'm seeing, somebody who had a monopoly, who gave it up to make a duopoly. I'm trying to think to myself, why would somebody do that? Are you willing to answer this question? Did Jeff Bezos promise you a ticket to space?
No, I could go to space in my sleigh anytime I want to.
Oh, that is a good point. Never mind.
Yeah.
Wait, did you sell
he
that
goes every-
technology to Jeff Bezos?
Nope.
Ah, doggone it. I thought I had him.
Into
That
parallel
bald fucker.
parallel
Yeah.
thinking, apparently. Here's another letter from Mr. Tinkles. Mr. Tinkles writes, Hi, Santa. How much manscaping is the right amount of manscaping? Love you. Amen. Thank you, Mr. Tinkles.
Amen.
You did not just ask a 1,500-year-old profoundly obese, long-haired kook about manscaping.
Is that the gift you gave him? Is that you unasked his question for him?
This man, Santa has not seen his dick since the Bronze Age.
Exactly. I have not seen my candy cane since Tiny Tim could walk. I couldn't manscape down there with the jaws of fucking life.
Santa, have you ever tried to trim your pubes with a drone? And if not, when?
That is a fantastic idea.
Well, and also, like, how does Mrs. Claus feel about this this all natural attitude? Like, she's not wanting anything cleaned up down south?
I mean, she's never really mentioned it to me, but at the same time, I'm not getting any from Mrs. Claus, so maybe I should do something about that.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. This sounds like a
There, I
relationship
said it.
emergency.
Well, I mean, but number one, Brian, that's why he had plenty of surface area to catch COVID from that comely young lass in Cleveland.
Yeah. Have you have you asked Mrs. Claus if she wanted to try a 3-way?
Who am I going to have a 3-way with?
Well, I was gonna say an elf, but
It's either an
Yeah.
elf or a reindeer.
so
Which
either
way you go with that?
either a Judas or lambs to the slaughter. No, I get you.
Although a narwhal would be interesting.
They've got those horns.
The horn. We got another letter here, Santa. This is from our friend Meryl Barr. Meryl writes, "Hey, Santa, I've had a rough one this year. Hell, who hasn't, right? So I'm just wondering if you could send a plate of rib tibs to everyone to end this awful year on a delicious note." Santa, do you know about our rib tibs?
A famous holiday treat.
No, but I got a lot of letters about rib tips this year, and I didn't understand what's going on. But I can't be providing rib tips for the whole world like Meryl wants. I would have to slaughter billions of pigs just so Meryl and the world bitches could have greasy rib tips running down their chins.
Now, I'm not going to say, Santa, that you're about to settle a long-standing feud on this very podcast.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
But if rib tips...
But he already did, because he just confirmed
Acknowledge
that
their existence.
he cannot deliver rib tips, therefore legitimizing the fact.
That's correct, which means that the only question remains is, can he not deliver them because they don't exist, or is he can't deliver them because they're what part of the pig?
Well, first of all, I never said that I could not deliver them. I said I didn't want to because I wouldn't want to slaughter billions of pigs.
Yeah,
they do
that's a
come
lot
from
of time,
pigs.
especially with 1/3 the workforce. By the way, Santa, you lost your hat. You look even more disheveled than you normally do, and this has been a fucked up year. And let me just say,
that is embarrassing. Thank you for pointing that out, JRY.
for the record, and also this was not a Santa hat; it was a Kangol hat that was sitting fairly low upon the brow.
All right, we got another letter here, Santa. This is from Rin. Rin writes, "Nice."
He has a very Carmen Sandiego kind of look
I'm
to
not
him
saying you
at
want
this
to fuck
point.
Santa.
I'm not saying I don't want to fuck Santa.
Rin,
I'm just saying, let's go back to that 3-way idea.
Hey, look. I'll strap one to my head. You call me a narwhal.
Rin writes, "Dear Santa, assert dominance and T-pose into the camera for us." He's doing it!
Oh, he did it!
Well,
Epic.
this is in no way an endorsement of Jesus.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah.
is there a beef between you and JC?
Let's just say there is total separation of church and hate.
Ooh.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. All right. Is there ever a time that you guys have spoken man to man? Or man to ghost to man?
Or man to demigod, son of man, also son of God man, but also the living
ghost,
flesh of
but the
God.
ghost too.
Also
yeah.
a bread man at some point with
Yeah.
with
Have you
wine
ever-
blood.
Hey, have you ever
I
chopped it up with the bread man?
I just can't, I don't understand that cat. You don't make a him and like Hannity and those kind of people. They're all like, you're trying to cancel Christmas. Don't take the Christ out of Christmas. But they have no problem with like a big fat red wearing embodiment of socialism sliding down their chimneys every year to indoctrinate their kids and giving them shit for doing nothing.
Sorry, we're
That's
describing
the-
you and not Jesus at this point, right?
Does that sound like Jesus?
No. No, that's a good
As
point.
he takes
Well, then
another
yes, I'm describing
gigantic
myself
pull.
and not Jesus.
Gigantic pull off the fucking red stripe. So Santa, it seems like you have some. Obviously, this was an election year. A lot of people were very focused on politics. Did you have any thoughts on the American election?
Yes, I had all kinds of thoughts on the American election. We up here in the North Pole, we were absolutely glued to CNN and MSNBC. That's why a lot of toys are not getting out this year, because we couldn't tear ourselves away from it.
That and 1/3 of your workforce dying of COVID due to your
massive,
negligence.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, death number. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that was it. Okay. Go ahead.
No, they were just watching the news. They were just they were watching Cooper. Here's another letter. This is from Santa's maybe baby mama. We need you to take a paternity test, Santa. My husband is getting suspicious because our child was born 9 months after Christmas and bears an uncanny resemblance to you, Santa. Any comment?
Oh my God! Bro, that one came from Cleveland too.
It must be one cute kid, but it ain't my problem.
Wait, why? How do you know for sure? It sounds like, and I don't want to step on toes here, but it sounds like you're a bit of a swinging dick, a bit of a coxman that might get around a little bit. The odd infidelity and child out of wedlock doesn't sound out of context for you. How do you deal with stuff like that?
I deal with it by fucking them.
Sorry, fucking. Oh, you mean the parents, not
the parents? Yeah,
God, Brian. Yes, the parents. Jesus Christ
man,
Almighty!
We're getting a lot of shocking admissions from Santa tonight.
I mean, when women are always asking you to slide into their chimneys, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question.
Ask them why they call it a chimney.
Because of all the soot.
Oh, the soot, exactly.
Dirtiest spot in the house.
I mean, I'll tell you what.
He can barely fit in there.
You're a real Dick Van Dyke.
It's the only way the house can feel it.
We've got another letter here, Santa, from Inflatable Dinosaur. I wonder if that's maybe our friend.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm not quite sure.
No. Play the whole thing for Santa. Play the whole thing for Santa.
So Santa, we met this dinosaur friend a couple weeks ago. And it seems like he wrote.
We never found out what house he's in front of or where the clip comes from. Man, one of these days we're gonna catch the real killer.
One day.
Now let's just tee off.
So this is the reason that I got about a dozen letters that had some permutation of inflatable dinosaurs banging cardboard boxes.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as I know, Your Honor, I mean, Mr. Santa, this is the first time I've ever seen this.
Well, one of these inflatable dinosaurs wrote this letter. Help, Santa! I accidentally got a box pregnant, and she can prove it was mine. I think there's video footage. For Christmas, I would like money to pay child support to my inflatable box dinosaur hybrid monster baby.
I don't know what kind of freaky shit Diamond Club be into, but y'all just better keep that shit out of the North Pole. Santa's going to regulate.
Maybe we can take this to a more general level. Again, you've been around, and I'm sure this is not a situation you've never dealt with before. If indeed you are in a paternity situation, a Maury Povich situation, how does Santa handle it?
You saying I'm going on Maury Povich now?
No, we're asking if you did and you found out that you were the father.
Or somebody was claiming that you are the father. You don't know because maybe that woman or box has been around and you have no idea or know for sure, but you definitely were physically intimate. How do you handle it?
I'd say I'm definitely not the father because I don't exist. Santa Claus is not real. So how can I be the father?
Holy shit, the Santa defense. Wow, I did not see that coming.
But she got me on the counter. I don't exist.
All right, Santa, we have one last letter here from Adios TJ. They write, Dear Santa, All I want for Christmas is a face tattoo. I will be partaking in enough libations on Christmas Eve to be passed out by the time you slide down my chimney, so I won't feel a thing as you tattoo my face. We should let Diamond Club decide what the artwork should be of.
Listen, dumbass. If you have Diamond Club decide what to tattoo on your face, you're gonna wake up with your face looking like an inflatable dinosaur fucking a box.
God damn it! Wow, was Bryce fast on that shit or what? God damn it! I swear, please do not let my life's legacy be that somebody gets a tattoo on their face of a dinosaur fucking a box, please. Oh, God damn it.
You had to say it that way because now I really want to take the opposite. Man, what? There's only one way to elevate us beyond the tertiary property.
God damn it! Secondary.
All right. So, Santa, have you ever thought about getting a face tattoo? And if you did, what would you get it of?
If I got a face tattoo, I would get it of David Gergen.
Sorry, I'm unfamiliar with who David Gergen is.
Because by the way, for those of you who are only watching Santa now, he has a very classic hip hop aesthetic with the Kangals and the glasses. But if this were an updated hip hop portrayal, you might have been a Post Malone or a Tekashi 6ix9ine with a bunch of stuff. But you would on that face get David Richmond Gergen, American political commentator and former presidential advisor of Nixon, Ford, Reagan, and Clinton.
That is correct.
Did not see that coming.
David Gergen is a beautiful man, and if I could look like David Gergen by getting a tattoo of David Gergen on my face,
on your face,
then that I think it would be respected more.
For everybody who bet Sidney Powell as the most esoteric political reference, I hate to tell you there's a bad beat, but David Gergen just go ahead and came in.
Can I see David Gergen one more time? Because I'm assuming that when you see the beauty in his face, you're seeing his inner beauty. Or do you mean his actual face?
I mean his actual face. I think David Gergen is hot.
Santa, could you do us a favor here? And Bryce, put Santa full screen. Just lift your hat a little bit and brush your hair away so we can, by the end of the episode, get somebody to Photoshop David Gergen on. No. Lift the brow of your hat. Go. So yeah, there we go. And then just mean mug for the camera like it's your rap album. There we go. It's a very modest Yahoo rap album, but still it works. All right, so if somebody can Photoshop David Gergen to tattoo onto his face by the end of the episode, it will be a very happy Christmas.
It'll be a Christmas miracle. Oh my goodness. Santa Claus, we know that you have so much work to do, especially with a third of your working force slayed by your own hands. Is there anything you want to wish all the good little girls and boys out there?
Yeah. First of all, I do have to go. I'm late for my dialysis. But before I go, Santa would like to give all the depraved boys and girls of Diamond Club a very special Christmas gift. A new podcast hosted by Martin Sargent and Sarah Lane.
What? Holy crap! I mean, now Santa, hold on. You know we don't mess around with the pinky swear on this show because it sounds an awful lot like in an entire show with horse apples and shenanigans, you just dropped an actual magic Christmas fucking miracle. I need to see that pinky to know you're not messing with me.
Wow, he did it.
Oh, shit!
Oh, my God! Oh, my Santa! That's what I say now.
People are probably really sick of that old crow Sarah Lane, but Martin Sargent he hasn't done a podcast in a decade.
Yeah, he was
But,
too busy
you know-
putting his voice
you're
on
right,
Super
you're
Bowl
right.
ads.
No, you're right, because 10 years ago, we were supposed to have a fucking feud when we were a new podcast, and then we killed Martin Sargent's old one because they stopped doing it just as we were being mean to them, and people have fucking laid it at our feet for 10 fucking years.
But luckily, all that's over because Santa brought us a gift.
Exactly. And also, Martin Sargent lost his job, so ho, 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 he's got time to do a podcast.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, is there anything people can do to prepare themselves, number one, to receive this incredible Christ-like newborn child of a gift, also to make sure that it's a financially solvent gift forever and ever and ever?
Well, the first thing that you're going to want to do to want to watch this podcast is not watch this episode of Night Attack.
Okay, good. All right. Everyone, take your Ambiens now.
Yeah,
Forget
exactly.
anything you just saw.
I'm not going to step on Santa's logic, but I kind of think that that's the literal opposite of what you should do, but go ahead.
Because we haven't planned anything out yet, and we don't know what we're going to do, and
Wait, when you say we, you mean
not gonna
you,
really do
you
it
and
because
The royal we, the royal we,
remaining
Brian.
elves.
Yes, the royal we. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I would say be sure to follow at Martin Sargent for details about when this podcast is going to come out.
Hells yeah!
Santa, soon? Middle of this year or of 2021? End of this year? When are you thinking?
I would say very early 2021 because I ain't got shit to do. I got to do something.
Yeah, again, nothing but to make this gift for the world.
I can't do this every night.
At Martin, it seems like he got some practice. At Martin Sargent is where you go if you want to make sure. And I can speak for this fan base that there is no, like, honestly, other than me or Brian doing a thing, and even then it would be less exciting than what you are promising right now, which is a return to a long beloved podcast that was gone too soon, This Week in Fun with Martin Sargent and Sarah Lane. I don't know if there's anything that this listenership would be more excited by. Everybody follow Martin Sargent. Everybody follow Sarah Lane. This show will support in every fucking possible way whatever those two come up with.
Oh, man.
That is very charitable of you.
Yes, he's only doing it to pander to get on your nice list. He's a real piece of shit.
I mean, also because you seem to be a tyrant and a murderer. So I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best to be on your good side. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for 2020, Santa Claus.
Dude, thank you so much, Santa Claus. Thank you for the sick
Thank you,
beats and the
Brian,
rhymes.
Bryce, Chairwhy, and happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Santa out.
Yeah! Holy shit, man. That was amazing.
I think he took down that entire 40 in the time that we were.
I'll tell you what, if that's the cost to get back This Week in Fun, I'm down with it.
Shit.
Let's start a Kickstarter on that stuff. Let's fund
oh my
all of
God.
Red Stripe to keep it going.
For the record, I feel like we've wanted that to be the end of the Santa bit for like 10 years.
Just year after year.
Since we've had Santa on.
And then at some
this
moment
feels like the first time that it actually came through.
Well, and at some point, like, we stopped believing that it would ever be a possibility. Like, a certain jaded child might not believe in Santa Claus. And,
yeah,
like that movie, Die Hard, we end up throwing a bunch of...
We end up killing Alan Rickman.
Yeah. By the way, did you notice at the end of Die Hard, like, it's raining paper, they make it very clear that those pieces of paper that are falling all over the place are $100,000 negotiable bearer bonds. Each piece of paper is worth $100,000, no questions asked.
Yeah.
Nobody seems overly worried about those pieces of paper falling from the sky.
I mean, the question is, do they know that it's $100,000 negotiable bearer bonds?
I mean,
Like-
I would assume the moment the custodian begins to clean one up, they realized that
that should be the postscript. The postscript should be they should have had a character that was like a very put upon janitor, and some dickhead in the office at the beginning is just like, oops, and he like intentionally pours his entire coffee onto the carpet, and like he's like, I'll get it, and then at the end nobody knows that it's all these bearer bonds, and he's just sweeping them up, and then he looks right into the camera and goes, wink, and then Looney Tunes comes in as a wipe, a circle wipe onto his eyeball, and that'd be it.
man, freaking Santa.
So yeah, that would have been a
delivering the
better
goods.
Die Hard.
Yeah.
Holy
You're welcome,
shit.
Die
Oh
Hard.
my God. Yeah, dude, I don't know if I've ever laughed harder during a Santa thing. Like,
he was in tip-top shape. I'm just saying, I hope Martin Sargent is as the top of his game as Santa was, because that's going to be a hell of a show.
I mean, I spend a lot more time with Sarah as a contributor on Daily Tech News Show than I do with Martin Sargent, who again has not done a podcast in 10 years.
He hasn't even appeared as a guest on a single podcast.
He has not. No.
Even when asked.
Even when asked.
Even when asked. But I can say that if there is an ounce of that old Martin Sargent and where Sarah is now, I feel like Sarah is in a very funny place. Sarah has not done a comedy show in a long time. She does a great show with her friend that is more of a conversational thing where she's very funny, but like not a let's make jokes. She is such a funny person. Oh my God. I think it's going to be better than ever. It's going to be hilarious.
Do you think, knowing that this is on the way, we could actually book Martin Sargent?
I mean, maybe with Sarah.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
I don't think, look, he's a bit of a fucking diva, man. Like once you've had your own late night show, like you're not just going to do any bullshit podcast, right? I mean, certainly not the
Especially a third
tertiary
rank one. Yeah.
the tertiary Brushwood property.
Second place in the joke.
You're also, once again, the funny thing about that is as you scramble, you're also shitting on Bryce, right?
God damn it, I'm not shitting on anyone, because the reality was, like,
This was a pre-show bit, by the way. Check out
by the way,
Night Attack.
patreon.com/Night Attack. The real bit was Penny was like genuinely excited, but it was a funnier way to tell the story. All right.
And this is
For
this is
the
the
record.
funny part of that. This is the funny runway.
Yes,
on
the
that
funny
story.
It's the
part
funny
is
part where
watching
we
you
twist Brian's
The
nipples.
funny-
It's
yes,
hilarious.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, also because literally as I turned on the Opal,
I know.
all
God
I
damn
get
it.
is Brian Brushwood saying, "Wait, Josie gets."
Oh, God damn it.
By the way, we do have an image of Santa with what looks like maybe David Gergen's face on right on the forehead there, right? Like a little vision jewel.
It's Santa's final form.
So yeah, by the way, let's make sure that is somewhere for which everybody can tweet that picture to Martin Sargent just to encourage him about his new podcast career.
Yeah,
his
let him know that
restarted
this guy
podcast
promised that
career,
we would
yeah.
see Martin Sargent at
Yeah.
some point.
Just to let him know what kind of things that podcast fans do now that Martin's going to be getting back in the game.
And reacclimated.
Just everybody tweet at Martin Sargent a picture of Santa with David Gergen's face tattoo.
Also, man, if anybody has ever wondered what it looks like when both Brian and Justin begin to wonder how to revive a decades-old rivalry, you've seen it over the last 10 minutes.
Oh.
A lot of eyebrows. You
thought we
can't hear this,
forgot?
but the eyebrows are.
Yeah. By the way, if there were a violin string for every eyebrow raise,
All right.
There'd be a lot of them. There'd be a
Uh,
lot of them.
hey, man, you want to do a little bit of diamond time?
Indeed. Diamond time is where you
All
can
right,
shout
hold
out
on,
your...
real quick.
Okay.
Not to shit all over Olin and Angela Luttrell. You think I don't notice that you just dropped from $20 an episode down to $3 an episode? Also,
Assholes.
thank you for $3 an
Thank you.
episode. That means a lot to us.
Diamond time is where you shout out. You really just need to stop getting worked by your fucking inbox, dude. Just pick a fucking thing. Like you literally, like the more you narrate it, the more you feed into
You're feeding them.
Sorry.
Diamond time is where you can shout out your projects right here on the show. Head on over to our Reddit, reddit.com/r/Diamond Club or diamondclub.reddit.com. Top post at the top of the page gets you where you need to go. Top 3 submissions are read. R.M. Delanoche. Join us for the 6th annual Diamond Club New Year's Eve Streamathon presented by Ritual Misery. We're partnering with Extra Life to heal kids. This year's featured stream are Tom and Merritt and Sarah Lane with Good Year Internet and Jenny Josephson and Matt Flanagan bringing back Tell It Anyway for one night only. All 27 hours of awesomeness will be on twitch.tv/DC Streamathon. The schedule and more information is at ritualmisery.com/streamathon.
By the way, last
Yeah.
minute edition, we're going to be doing an hour of marbles as a part of this DCTV Streamathon. So, Twitch.tv
When are you doing it?
8 o'clock. Let me check my graphic here that I made. 8:30 p.m. Eastern on the 31st. So, if you live in Argentina, we will be in Brazil, I believe. We will be ringing in the new year during that.
Oh, shit. Dude,
Wait, is Brazil that far ahead of us?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
That's what a website that I saw. So.
No, that's fine. B. Cofford says Mike TV will be on the Twitch front page this Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Central time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's twitch.tv/Mike TV Live. Of course, you hear Mike sing every single episode at the very end of the show. He's one of our favorite people in the entire planet. Please, please, please support him because it matters. When you're on that front page, the culture of everything in the chat is sort of like Mike will not be able to explain his Mike-ness live in the moment. He's going to be relying on you guys to bring the Mike-ness to everybody else there.
Yeah, especially when he's playing,
Yep.
right? So like even in the moments where he has downtime, he's going to want to be charming, awesome, amazing Mike. So like you're going to want to say he doesn't play Requests. He doesn't play Africa. He doesn't play Wonderwall. Like just in fact, recommend songs that if they like those songs, they should request other songs that he does sing that are like that. Help him out. We want to make sure that this is a massive success because Mike deserves it.
Also, if you do want to give just a little support to Mike in the moment, in the brief moments that he will be able to look at chat, say the type of things you know he wants you to be saying. Like what Justin just said, or just say, what I love about Mike is that he only does originals or whatever. Stuff that expresses your support and also defines the culture that people are being welcomed into.
They are, yes. You are being looked at as the definition of the culture. This is what Diamond Club knows, which was what makes us special. Honestly, for fucking a decade, the one thing we've known, because we were those fucking nerds in chat, in live chat, fucking 10 years ago, is that it doesn't take a lot to make a big difference in those situations.
And I'll tell you what, like if anybody doubts your strength, your power, I'm not going to say what, but there is only one podcast that has ever crossed us. It lasted 1 week before it was utterly destroyed.
Before
that's how powerful.
Destroyed it.
Fucking destroyed.
Machimus Prime says, we're sending my dad to the moon. Literally.
No shit.
Go here if you would like to help. tinyurl.com/moonshot ashes. That is each word with an uppercase letter. My dad died back in May from a side effect of an antibiotic affecting 3% of males over 60 who take it. He had already retired from NASA, but he spent the majority of his life there. He'd always wanted to visit the moon. and he worked hard most of his life to get humanity ready for space travel. And they're going to shoot that man's ashes to the moon.
Oh my God. To give an entire lifetime of your expertise and your brilliance and all of your ingenuity to so important an American institution, but also a human institution with the goal of exploring space. The idea that posthumously that goal could be achieved with a little bit of spare jangle from a bunch of kind-hearted strangers. Yeah, sorry.
Let's do it.
I'm going to open this. Yep. All right. There you go. Yeah, I agree. We should crush This Week in Fun for a second time.
Bryce, in the meantime, would you like to open our mail sack and then take a very, very breathy, leisurely time reading the first email?
Absolutely, we'll do that. Join us for drinks in the Diamond Club.
Oh, the Diamond Club? That sounds grand.
What?
This is the part of the show where we read the emails that you all sent in to mail@nightattack.tv. Before we get into this, I want to say thank you to Santa once again for joining us. And also, I am doing a lot of live streams over the next 2 weeks and a half. I'm doing 9 daily streams of marbles between tomorrow, the 23rd, and the 31st. Please join us on twitch.tv/nightattack. Turn your notifications on. It's fun. It's a free game. Everybody gets to join together. It'll kind of be like happy hour, and in some of these slots, it'll be like on the weekend. It'll be happy hour time. So check my Twitter @Brycus BRYCS for dates and times and stuff. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. So please tune in for that.
Hells yeah.
All right. Well, someone's still not back, huh?
Yeah, that's fine. Just read it out and I'll process it.
Gotcha. Well, here we go. We'll read this. This is from BD, a longtime listener, first time caller. This was on the happy hour for December 2nd, where Brian and Justin went over the mindfuck movies. I noticed that the boys hadn't heard of Perfect Blue or Paprika, both directed by the incredible Satoshi Kon. Both are animes and very well crafted. I wanted to strongly recommend Perfect Blue to sit down and watch. It's from 1997, but I feel it is more relevant today than when it was made, and it is indeed a mindfuck. I think there's also a dubbed version for free on YouTube and Hulu, but it's kind of heavy-handed and adult. I wouldn't even be sure letting Penny watch this movie. Maybe check out a trailer. Anyway, thanks for the happiness. Also, his neighbor, he sent along a photo, and I don't have it pulled up here, but apparently his neighbor has the Santa inflatable where he opens up the door to the outhouse.
Yeah.
And he sends a little wave. So
I did see that go a little bit viral, which is what happens when there's no place to wash your fucking hands.
yes, a lot of people have been sending us pictures of inflatables and Christmas dinosaurs on Twitter @Night Attack Chef, so that's been great. So mindfuck movies. You guys were talking about mindfuck movies on Happy Hour?
Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't think there was a ton of anime in there. Maybe Akira. That would be about it. But I'm not familiar with either Perfect Blue or Paprika, and that's probably the way to go into them.
Yeah, well, check those out.
I mean, if Bryce didn't know it, then what the fuck chance do we have?
He only knows the dating sims based on those genres.
Perfect Blue.
Bluetooth connection. The ultimate connection.
Does blue not trans? I guess that's a cultural thing.
Yeah, I guess it works.
Like blue being horny or
racy, adult.
Yeah.
Well, we've also got.
Yeah.
So High Thoughts. This is where people who got high sent us emails while they were high. We're gonna listen to that. We got a lot, so we should maybe.
I'll tell you what.
We're trying to beat. We're not in a deficit. I will tell you that for High Thoughts today.
For the record, Justin, I had to say thank you for the best gift to Santa. That was a lie. The best gift is this bit that you gave to this show.
All right, so here's a high thought for you. God is a really shitty DM.
I don't know, man. He tells a pretty convincing tale, as best I could tell. Like
convincing,
I believe
maybe,
it.
but good.
So far? Question mark? I don't know.
All right, here's another.
I mean, I don't know. If God is a shitty DM, then Joan of Arc is somebody who freaked out so much about a DM, people got so annoyed they lit her on fire.
Indeed. Here's another thought. What is the least expensive guacamole?
Rat feces.
Something out of a pump, right?
Oh, pump guacamole. Why is
Pump
no one made
guacamole
that?
would be pump guacamole would be the least expensive guacamole.
Is there like guacamole soap out there? Like guacamole themed hand lotion?
I
or
kind of
something?
feel like that would be expensive though.
Oh yeah.
And there's not a big smell to avocado, right? And hand soap is very, but I could see one of those exactly those
No,
hand
but
pumps.
most soaps smell like fresh vegetables, right? Like that's like I feel like that's like the dominant botanical soap or shampoo. Is just it smells like fresh vegetable smell.
So follow me on this thread. I was trying to think of weird things you could make with avocados, and I thought, like, has anybody made rope out of avocado skin? And then I thought, is avocado even the weirdest thing you can make a rope out of? And then I thought, what's the weirdest thing anybody made a rope out of?
What is the weirdest
And
thing
that
you
was
can
where
make
the
a rope
thought
out?
ended.
Correct.
The
And
thought ended with-
now we're all
yeah.
caught up. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's as far as it got.
Here's another one. Cold water is like menthol for your hands.
Shit is true.
That one's just
Shit
true.
is true.
Here's another one. Ice cream is crazy.
I mean,
Isn't it kind of
sometimes-
crazy we keep it cold?
Sometimes they're just truisms.
It is kind of crazy. The craziest thing about ice cream always struck me as like, who figured out that salt makes ice colder than ice? That's the part that always messed with my mind. Like, you have
Because
to
it
make
makes
it
hot
colder
water
than
hotter
ice.
than unsalted water.
Oh, that's right. Damn. How does salt do that? It makes hot water hotter than hot water, but it also makes cold water colder than cold water.
Weird, man.
One of the high thoughts that I used to make fun of my friend relentlessly about because he would say it constantly is just, you ever thought about cars?
I assume he means the Pixar movie, right? It's really just Doc Hollywood.
Pre Cars the movie. This was pre Cars the movie. Cars the thing. You ever thought about cars? Boom. Full stop.
It's such a pervasive idea. Imagine the chain of thought that must have kept from Henry Ford all the way to today.
All right, can I tell
Why
you?
are the roads and the highway system, like, how much of a revolution does it have to be for Eisenhower to be like, yup, we're building fucking gigantic roads that cross our
Everywhere.
massive country.
Everywhere.
Also, I stole this idea from Adolf Hitler. It's me, Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Ooh,
Eisenhower.
Hauser. Sorry.
like tears.
Doogie Eisenhower, MD.
That was one of the weird things about buying the truck that Bonnie got. It's so old.
How old is it?
It's so old that it's technically a vintage car, according to my fucking insurance company.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 1990 Ford Silverado or Chevy Silverado. That's what it is. But it's an old truck.
Oh, you should get those cool vintage plates.
Oh shit! Oh,
Yeah, brother. Oh, yeah.
But-
You're
but-
gonna go
but
get those
the,
vintage plates. Oh, yeah.
But it was-
yeah, you're going to go down to the DMV. Yeah. You're going to pay $30 to $40 more. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get those vintage plates. Yeah.
so it was so
Snap
wild.
into a vintage plate.
So it was really weird to open it up, and it was such an old car. But like I've had so many cars that I've opened up, and it's like I know to check the oil or do the
Wow, big
the
man
battery
sees a lot
or
of cars.
whatever. But
Wow.
but opening up this hood, it was so empty in there that like I had a mind expanding moment where I'm like, oh yeah, no, I see how this works. Like I felt like it was so old and so simple. I grokked
Yes.
cars. So the answer is like
The car whisperer, Brian Brushwood.
I am validating the immensity of that high thought because yes, before that moment it was like cars, and in that moment I was like, oh shit, cars. I get it. The
Holy
thing does
shit.
the thing
All
does
right.
the thing.
Fucking, so to my friend's question of do you ever think about cars, I need someone to do a Brian version of like the blonde meme beard guy face in profile that just goes, yes. Because literally,
Can you give us a
exactly
direct 90 degrees other direction? Yeah. Hold on, turn this way a little bit more. There we go. All right, everybody, base that profile off of the trad wife husband profile meme. There we go. Yes. All right, here's one last high thought for you to take us out. The singular form of nachos is tostada.
No. Oh my God.
These have been your high thoughts.
Wouldn't he just chip?
No, that's the counting unit.
God.
That's a unit.
It's a unit of counting.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody who sent in your high thoughts and emails to mail@nightattack.tv.
In a perfect
I like how you take us out of the world. Like as soon as it's done, it's done.
We gotta go, baby.
much like a high thought. It's just whoop, it's gone.
oh shit, what's the like salvia? There you go. That's from what I've heard. like it's just over.
Tune in next week for salvia thought. My fingernails are running away.
And we're done.
Thank you.
Somebody in the chat mentioned pie high dog, and I just had this brief moment. I was like, how great would it be if for every holiday we had an old friend of the show that we bullied into playing a character, and Ryan Connolly had to come back year after year in the middle of May to play pie high dog.
All right, honestly, the technology is there now that we could probably just have Ryan Connolly call in and we would fucking like Snapchat filter him
on the pie high dog.
On the pie high dog.
Yeah. And now that I think about it, I went searching for the pie high dog image a few months ago, but we're the only ones who call it the pie high dog, I think.
I know that I saw this may have been more than a year or so ago, but I remember seeing on Tumblr someone had posted that, because that's a picture of like a dog at his own birthday, like eating a birthday pie, effectively.
Yes.
And they had a follow-up of like a newer photo of the pie high dog. So
it's so good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, that was, back before Film Riot worked fucking every day for 48 hours. And they used to be able to come on podcasts and have a good time. That was, man. Y'all ever seen how it's made? There is nothing that conveys high more to me than the phrase, y'all ever seen how it's made? Like that is something that will forever, like, immediately. All right, here. At a point when we are able to do live shows again, if you ever come up to me and just say, y'all ever seen how it's made? I'll know I'm getting high in your truck. Like, just so you know.
I'll tell you this, I Google image searched pie dog, not even pie high dog, and on the top of the fold of Google image results was this link to the DCTVpedia.
Oh my God, on DCTV.
Yes,
yeah,
on our
amazing.
Wikipedia.
God damn, give me a full screen on that.
pie high
dog. Take downs. Y'all ever seen how it's made?
Look at that dog. He looks so fucking high. He's one of those white-haired dogs who's got the little red shit around his eyes too. Oh.
He's got human skin, human eyes.
Y'all ever seen how it's made?
Oh, God damn. Hey, Justin, what did we learn today?
Oh, God, we learned that Santa's a real piece of shit.
No, man, we learned that he gave us the greatest gift. It turns out that we learned that I value This Week in Fun more than I value 1/3 of all elves on the planet.
Well, no, Santa's a piece of shit. Martin Sargent and Sarah Lane are beautiful human beings who are going to do a new podcast together. That's news broken right here on this show. I don't think we've ever broken bigger news in our entire life.
Goddamn right.
I am totally thrilled. I learned that Snowers the elf may or may not be wanted by Santa's
On the
Mossad.
lam, man.
Yeah. After we found out what a monster Santa was, I don't blame her for bailing.
I also learned that despite me telling my daughter that she could see a replay of the show online, I now have to convince her that the internet does not actually exist.
And we learned that we wish all of you a Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Y'all ever seen how it's made? We'll see you next Tuesday.
Die in a fire. A Yule log fire.
Who's the bit boss?
Our bit boss with 1,000 bits is Rockwell Martian. Thank you, Rockwell Martian.
I love you.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.